So 2020 Radio is back. We're kind of having a little conversation here. Jeremy Whiteford with John Rowley, and we're in the middle of Hopper Week, and it's been an interesting psychological experiment because we've been drawing the workout every day out of a hat, and basically the reason we wanted to sit down and talk today is one, to talk about or to encourage everybody to reserve for class. Mm-hmm. And what I think what we're seeing this week is people are signing in and reserving for class, and they're not being deterred from showing up
by anything.
Like so they go in, you go into Wodify, you reserve, you see that you don't know what the workout's going to be, so then you come anyway. Well, that's eliminating that one little excuse that people have of seeing a workout that they don't like. So two things we want to do is kind of address why it's super important people do reserve for class, and then okay, so I'll just dig into those right now. So one is, like we we're just talking about, it shows your intent. Mm-hmm. So when you reserve, what you're talking about, the reservation. You make a restaurant reservation.
Yeah.
You're telling them to prepare for you because your table of 4 is coming.
Yeah.
Well, we as coaches need the same thing. So, like, say, for example, and this is the case in point, you had a Saturday last week where there was 15 people reserved. So in our world, we think, okay, we've got 2 coaches. We're going to crush this. We've got all the coverage that we could possibly need. 2 coaches for 15 people is pretty good.
Oh, my gosh, that's great.
Right?
Easy day.
So no problem. How many showed up?
Like 33, 30, however many you can. I mean, a ton, just a bajillion.
Right.
Now,
so imagine if you're a restaurant.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
And you have capacity for 15. Mm-hmm. Not that we have capacity for 15, but say we had capacity for 30.
Yeah. But you have staff on hand. I love the restaurant analogy because, if you made a reservation, you go expecting to be sat at
a table.
Right. However, you can't go to a restaurant without a reservation and expect to get sat right away.
Especially a busy place.
At a busy time, you go in expecting, all right, yeah, guys, we're probably going to have to wait 20, 30 minutes. And you can't get frustrated about that.
Right.
Not even a little bit.
Right.
However, if you just randomly show up here and you haven't reserved, we can't plan for that extra to where you're getting the quality that you deserve.
Right. So that's where we're drawing the line now. Is you expect a certain level of service. Mm-hmm. We expect to give that to you. We can't do that unless we can plan.
Exactly.
So if it's going to be between 0 and 10 people, no problem. 0 and 15, no problem. But now once we start creeping up into bigger classes, or you have, you're planning for 5 and 12 show up, that completely changes your lesson plan. Because say we only have 8 bikes or 9 bikes, and now we have to completely switch things around. So what we're trying to encourage people to do is, one, show your intent that you are going to come to class. Mm-hmm. And I know, you might not be able to reserve 24 hours ahead of time, but you can always reserve 15 minutes ahead of time, or a half hour ahead of time. As soon as you know that you're going to be there, show your intent. But the reason that is beneficial to you is it helps us plan so we can produce something quality on the floor.
Yeah. Well, I think it gives them something to expect as well. Like if you're going in there, say you reserve for class and there's only 7 people.
Yeah.
You may think as a client, you'd be like, hey, man, there's only 7 people showing up. This is going to be,
right. We're going to dig in. It's going to be awesome.
Get a little small. Next thing you know, there's 30 people, and you're like, holy smokes!
I was
signed up for 7,
and I signed up for a spot, and now I got all these people rolling in.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Love the people. Love everybody showing up. We want everybody to come in, but we can't. We want to give the quality deserved to each and every individual.
And I think, and then what you get for that is the accountability too. If you sign up and you reserve for class, you're probably going to show up because if you don't, you're probably bumping somebody else out of their spot, or taking somebody else's opportunity away from them. So that's kind of our little rant this week about. It's important for you to set an intention.
Mm-hmm. It's like signing up for a 5K.
Put it on the calendar.
We've talked about that many times in the past. Like sign up for something, you show up for it.
Sign up, and you'll have a tendency to do it, and then we can actually deliver a quality product. So, but with that, the layer that we've discovered this week is, when you decide when you go to reserve for class, what you don't want to do is go to check and see what the workout is before you reserve for class.
Yeah.
Go in, click top right corner, click the schedule, pick the class that you're going to come to. Then you can go ahead and check out the workout.
Whatever that pops up, you can do it.
Right.
Or we can find another variation for you to do it.
And you can take the restaurant analogy again. If you go to a restaurant, a lot of times you have an idea of what you're going to get, but you don't know exactly what you're going to get.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
probably
for
gonna
sure.
you're going to a Mexican place. You're probably gonna get some sort of Mexican dish. If you go to an Italian place, you're probably gonna get some sort of an Italian dish. If you're coming to 2020 Fitness, you're gonna get some sort of a great workout.
Yeah.
You just don't know what it's gonna be. So sign up and commit to it, and then check out the workout. Don't let that be a
Yeah. Or
deterrent.
just don't check out the workout. No, you can
But
check out
reserve.
The workout. But reserve.
But reserve.
Yeah.
We still want you to reserve. We want to know that you're going to be here so we can hold you accountable and vice versa. So that's our little ditty this week. Quick and fast. Please reserve for class. We want to deliver a quality product, and we want to make sure we hold you accountable. We'll talk to you guys next week.